Tonight's true scary story is literally like a movie. Like, I could not believe what I was reading. It is such a good story. I promise you I will cry while I tell this. You're gonna have to deal with it though, because I'm not doing a million takes. And when I got this submission, I was at the gym and I started bawling. I'm going to read this story in first person because I think that it is more heartfelt that way, and you guys will get the same experience that I did when I read it. And I think that's important. So here we go. We're gonna call today's submitter Jason, and he wanted to remain anonymous, but he started off the story by saying this: I don't know if anyone will believe me, and I haven't even told anyone outside of my family because of that. Honestly, most times I don't even believe it. I want so desperately for someone to believe me and to have also seen little men and gnomes. I've been silent about it for so long just out of fear of being judged. And I'm not sure if this is spooky enough, and I'm sorry it's kind of long, but I feel like the backstory is important. And guys, it is. My grandpa's part of the story is more sad than scary, but my part of the story, which is the second half, I think is terrifying. Feel free to cut down any parts you feel necessary. And Jason, I'm cutting down no parts. I had a grandpa who was married a few times, had a bunch of kids with a bunch of different women, and ultimately abandoned them to live with his true love in the back country of Wisconsin, basically in the woods. Now, growing up, I had always heard stories of him, and my family always called him crazy grandman. The first 15 years of my life, all I really knew about him is that he had an obsession with garden gnomes and the supernatural. I heard stories like he had moved away to be with the gnomes, he was out of his mind, no one could help him. He even went missing for a week straight when he was a kid, and he was found in the woods 4 miles away from home, happy and healthy. No one ever knew what happened to him during that time. And because everyone made him seem like some mysterious creature that couldn't be helped, at the age of 16, I reached out to him, and I actually became really close with him. Up until this point in my life, I didn't believe in ghost stories or the supernatural. I just believed that people just mistook what they saw. One morning, we were sitting around the table, eating breakfast and just watching the birds, something that we had done often. We did this because we became really close, because I would visit him a lot. So on this morning, I asked him a question that I had been wanting to ask him this whole entire time. I said, "Grandpa, why do they call you crazy granddad?" He looked at me shocked, and I immediately started apologizing. I felt so bad. But then he looked at me and he said, "Let me tell you a story. And then when I'm done, you can decide whether you believe it or not." Here's his story, and this is exactly as is because I was actually recording the conversation. When I was a child, no one liked me. No one ever thought about me or cared for me. My parents were drunks. Miracle they had me, although I wish they hadn't. One day, my father beat me so bad I could barely stand. After it was done, I was laying on the floor. I heard a sound.